everyone.
Hello everyone.
Good afternoon from China. Welcome to our Building Air Quality live show. This is Ken.
I'm Danny.
And it's our great honor to have you here to watch our live show. First of all, please allow me for a self-introduction. We, Holtop, are the leading HVAC product manufacturer and HVAC solution provider with almost 2 decades of history. And we are also an air-to-air heat recovery expert with the largest heat recovery product manufacturing base in Asia.
We are now expanding our product family, and we have several new items to launch this year. And today, our topic is DX or Direct Expansion Type Air Handling Unit.
So during the introduction, you are always welcome at any time to comment down below to let me know what you are most interested in. Or you can click the product link and directly send us an inquiry along with your questions. Our team are always waiting online there to follow up with your demand.
Yes, our team will follow up your demands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Danny, I would like to ask you that, could you please tell us what is AHU?
Okay, so to begin with, this has a very quickly understanding of what is an air handling unit. An air handling unit, or an air handler, or someone call it AHU, it is an equipment that is used to condition and circulates for the whole heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system. The AHU usually is a large metal cabinet that is consists of a blower, heating, cooling coil, filters, and noise attenuator, and air damper. The air handler connects to the ductwork and it distributes the conditioned or heat or cooled air throughout the whole building.
So, generally speaking, there are 2 types of air handling units that we directly use in most of our projects.
Yes.
They are the direct expansion type of air handling units and chilled water type air handling units. Direct expansion air handling system is equipped with direct expansion coil and outdoor condensing units, in which the refrigerant evaporates directly inside the indoor cooling coil to realize the heat exchange between the air and refrigerant. So in the direct expansion system, the air used for cooling the room or space will directly pass over the cooling coil of the refrigerant. And normally we get refrigerants of R22 or R4108 or R407C.
Yeah.
And
normally right now people use eco refrigerants more frequently. And so what is the advantage of the DX system AHU and the treat waters AHU? And here we'd like to have a very quick reviews as below. The direct expansion or treat water central AC system are both used at a different place depending on the applications and size of the place to be air conditioned. Both of them have their own advantage and disadvantages. So let's see the comparison of DX and treat water central air conditioner.
And in the direct expansion type of central air conditioning plants, the air used for cooling the room is directly cooled down by the refrigerant in the cooling coil of the air handling units, because this heat transfer process is more efficient directly from the refrigerant to air, since there is no secondary medium involved into the heat transfer, which is resulting in higher cooling efficiency. But in the chilled water system, the cooling effect from the refrigerant is first transferred to the chilled water, and which is then used to cool the air inside HU. There is more energy loss of the cooling effect when it is being transferred from the refrigerant to the chilled water and then from the chilled water to the air. Due to this reason, the chilled water system has less cooling efficiency. That is, refrigerant to chilled water, then chilled water to air. The chilled water acts as the secondary cooling medium in this system, In a word, longer energy transferring process, more energy lost, and less energy efficiency.
Yes, because of the direct expansion and treated water. Treated water actually is the second heat exchange. Yeah. So for the treated water has to flow long distance for the whole building. On this way, it tends to get ahead due to the friction of the flow and also due to the surrounding has heat absorption.
Exactly.
The treated waters also has to pump by the water pump, which is add more heat, such as the treated water flow from the chiller to the air handling units and again back to the chiller. Apart from the heat from the air, it also absorbed a lot of additional heat, which leads to high increase in its temperature. The chiller has to remove these additional heat from the water due to the which is efficiency decrease, or rather additional power is required to move these additional heat. And in the DX system of central air conditioner, the refrigerant travel only between the small distance of the outdoor unit and indoor unit, yes. So the additional heat absorption is less, which makes the DX system more efficient.
So for short, DX AHU is more efficiency than chilled water AHU on heat exchange to evaporate and refrigerant delivery, right?
Yes, besides, there are also some key advantage of a DX coil system.
So, and direct expansion air handling system is normally equipped with air-cooled condensing units or heat pump type condensing units. It has its outstanding advantage, which is making it more and more popular in the market.
Yes.
First, modular design and multi-stage regulation and multiple backup.
Yes.
The outdoor condensing unit is a standard item with a modular design, and customized combination is available for different capacity demand in specified projects.
Yes.
So each model could be the backup to any other cell in the combination, and user could get multi-stage control from this system.
Yeah.
The more cells in this combination, and the more flexible it will be.
Yes.
So number two, low upfront investment.
Yeah.
I believe that this is a very important part for our customer to consider in the project.
Yeah.
As we can see in previous introduction, that chilled water system is totally cut off, and the whole system becomes simpler. So user will not need any investment on the chilled water system anymore. So number three, no need machine room and no need great amount of outdoor installation works. So the condensing unit is designed for the outdoor, and besides, now there is no chilled water system or pump. The machine room is not required, and the installation becomes very easy. And number four, and energy efficiency is higher, as its energy is transferred directly from refrigerant to air. So the energy lost in the transfer process in this system is less.
Yes.
And energy efficiency is higher, so we can easily understand it from its working principle. And the last one, no need anti-frozen works or water purification in the chilled water system. Now that there is no chilled water system in the entering unit system, and as it should be, users don't need to take any anti-frozen works or water filtration works for the chilled water system. So this will reduce the investment and reduce the installation works and water consumption and maintenance costs. And this is extremely important to the countries and areas where the clean water is not easily available.
Yes. So with the introduction above 1, 2, 3, 4, we believe that you have a basic understanding about the direct expansion system. And you are welcome to, at any time, to comment down below and let us know words you are most interested in, or you can click the product link and directly send us an inquiry along with your questions. Our sales team are waiting online to follow up your demands. Okay, so let's keep on.
Okay.
So next, now it is our show time, and let's see what we have for our product. Okay.
So, as you know, we Holtop have been specialized in heat recovery products and air handling units for almost 19 years and
2 decades.
Yes. Now we also develop our own series of direct expansion condensing units and relevant products to make our product collection much more stronger and competitive.
Yes.
We will launch them in this year, and now we are going to make a brief introduction one by one.
Okay.
So
the first one is the Ceiling Type. The Ceiling Type DX Coil system. This is the Spirit Type, which consists of indoor unit and outdoor unit, air-cooled outdoor unit. And actually we have two parts. One is for one-door circulation, and the other one is 100% fresh air.
Yeah.
And the first one I'm going to introduce is the indoor circulation type.
Yeah.
This indoor circulation type is known or used as indoor circulation is for air conditions to control the indoor air temperature. And the key feature of this unit is the air on the coil temperature is dB 27 degree and WB with 90.5 centigrade. And off coil temperature will be 16 to 17. And for this temperature, as you see, it can be a very good solution for the indoor air temperatures control. Okay, let's have a look what we have for the capacity of this type. As you know, we have 7 types actually. We have 5, 6, 8, 10, and 12, 15, and 18 horsepower. And the cooling capacity is from 40 heating. The cooling capacity is from 11.8 to 42 kilowatts. And all type is heat pump type. So you can also have 14.9 kilowatts to 48.2 kilowatts for heating. And okay, so let's have a look the indoor unit of the fan. All fan for this series is AC type, which is a better direct drive. And the airflow it is from 2,400 cmh to 8,500 cmh, and they can have three-speed air regulation. At the same time, because it has a different type, so we're thinking about the application in the future. It will have a long ducts for each of the project. So our pressure, external static pressure, can be 100 to 300 Pascal. And for those model we are running with 380 voltage, we can have an option of external static pressure from 100, 200, 250, and 300 par. And these all external static pressure can be can be designed and set before the customer send us inquiry. And the most important thing is this ceiling type is for the indoor unit is for ceiling installation, because nowadays the space is very tight and the room space is very expensive, especially here in Guangzhou in China. So we need to make sure our indoor units is as slim as possible to to put under the ceiling.
To fit the ceiling.
Yes, you're right. So the ceiling height, what we have right now is 415 to 815. And of course, these heights can be also customized.
Wow, that's good.
Based on customer project requirement. So you are welcome to send any inquiries once you have any indoor air conditioner control for the project. And our team can help. I'm sure our team can help you. Okay, so can please introduce the 100% fresh air unit?
Yeah, yes, so we have another type for the, especially for the fresh air handling, and we call it a 100% fresh air type. And the air on coil, the outdoor temperature is designed as 35 centigrade, and
Yes.
the air off coil temperature is as low as 23 centigrade.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of cooling capacity on for option. Our cooling capacity could be from 12 kilowatts to 43 kilowatts. And all the units are heat pump type. So we can also get heating capacity from about 15 kilowatts to 44 kilowatts. And for the fresh air type, we also have 7 types for option for different horsepower for 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, and 18 horsepower. And the centrifugal fan is direct drive or belt drive according to the external static pressure in need. Yeah. And we have the airflow from 1,500 cmh to 6,000 cmh. And the airflow, we can get a 3-speed control for them. And we also have the external static pressure from 100 parts to 300 parts to fit the different size of the building. As you can see that our office is very long, and so we need a high external static pressure.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And the indoor unit, the indoor circulation unit and the fresh air indoor air units, they are almost the same, but in terms of cooling capacity.
Very similar.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So our the indoor unit's size is also from 415 mm to 775 mm. So that is a very good item to suit the ceiling.
Yes, under ceiling installation.
Okay. So I'm going to introduce something about the section, the functional section about our indoor direct expansion units. And normally the indoor sections would include the air inlet damper, and this damper can be manual type or motor type. Yes. And the electric type of damper should be driven by the actuator from the control system.
Yeah, drive by the actuator.
And after this air damper, it will be the filter.
Yes, filter.
So normally we use G4 panel filters for office, or we can get higher class.
Yes.
And it is the direct expansion coil, and supply fan, and outlet flange connection.
Yes.
And this is the general section of the Ceiling direct expansion AHU, but it is customized.
Yes.
It can be customized.
Yes, it is a simple structure, damper, filter, fan, and coil. But we Holtop to make it as a combination and make this, slim size and low noise and different cooling or heating capacity to suit different application. So this DX Ceiling Type AHU could be very good ideal solution for many spaces, such as restaurant, such as a shopping mall, such as office, and so any place that people want to control the indoor temperature to make people work more high efficiency, this unit would be the ideal model. So okay, so I'm also want to talk about how to use these units in the office. For example, in the office is the key point for an office is to have enough, it's sufficient or enough for the fresh air and to turn down the indoor temperature to make people work more comfortable. And what's more, the noise is very important. So our unit can has a 3-speed regulation, and normally people can turn on the low speed, middle speed, and high speed to based on customers' requirement. And what's more, the ducting, because some of the offices has very long size, a long distance ducting to distribute air to each of the corner of the room. So it's a request to have high external static pressure. And our units can be, 100 150, 250, and 300 par to meet the requirement. So that is to say our unit is a very good idea, a very good solution for the class office. Okay, so let's have a look at the next item.
Yes, I'm going to introduce another type of our new products. That is the floor standing type direct expansion unit. And so this is also a split type direct expansion AHU system. And it consists of indoor units, and we're going to focus on the fresh air heat recovery type units and the outdoor condensing units.
Yes.
So Holtop direct expansion heat recovery purification air handling system is integrated with its core air-to-air heat exchange technology and years of air handling units manufacturing experience as well.
Yes, except the air-to-air heat recovery components. We also are using a high-quality brand names of refrigerant component, and with our Holtop independent research for the outdoor condensing units, the indoor units can be equipped in a variety of air-to-air heat recovery devices, such as air-to-air heat recovery wheel and plate heat exchanger, and to heat recovery from the exhaust air to the fresh air.
Yes, and at the same time, the indoor units can be configured to filter, heating, humidification, and other sections to meet comfortable or production procedure air handling requirements. The internal smooth panel and a very low air leakage rate suits the standard of the purified air conditioning. It is widely applied to shopping malls, office buildings, and apartments, and similar, and school, and some other application. Most of the indoor units are designed and produced based on the project
needs.
Yes, and the section name can be set. Such as heating, cooling, humidify section, and so on. And here we would like to mainly focus on our core technology of air-to-air heat recovery section.
Yes.
So first, as we know that air-to-air heat exchanger is the key component to recover energy from the indoor extract air and send the energy back to the fresh air.
Yes.
Holtop has dedicated efforts to develop most efficient way of air-to-air heat exchanger for almost 9 years. And so far, we have below kinds of air-to-air heat exchanger.
Yes. Okay. So first of all, let's show the picture of the heat recovery wheel.
Yes. From this picture, and you can what you can see is a rotary wheel heat exchanger, both for sensible and enthalpy.
Yes.
And let's have a check on the main features. And first, it is made of 3A molecular sieve coating, selectively absorbed moisture, and the thickness is only 0.04 mm. And the max diameter can be up to 5 meters.
500 mm?
Yeah, 5 meters, so you can see a big wheel with a diameter of 5 meters, and that is very big. And number 3, we have the CE certification for this rotor wheel. And number 4, and the aluminum thickness is only 0.05 mm. That's very thin, just like a paper.
Yes, very thin is very good performance to heat absorption and heat recovery. Okay, the second one that I'm going to introduce is the plate heat exchanger. It is a plate type. And right now we have enthalpy type and sensible type. But I'm right now to present to you is the sensible type. So okay, so please show the picture of the sensible heat recovery core. Okay, so as you see, this is a plate type, and the key feature for this plate type is it is sensible to heat recovery. I mean, from the exhaust air to the fresh air, and the supply air and the exhaust air, they are separate, 100% separate. And the resistance of up or pressure drop can be 2,500 par. And under pressure of 700 bar, the air leakage is just 0.6.
Oh, that's very
It's
small.
very less, yes. And the gap distance can be 4 mm to 10 mm. And it is based on the car project needs. You can send an inquiry for this, and our sales team can make air-to-air heat recovery coil selection. Okay, so there is also another heat exchanger, is enthalpy type. This enthalpy type is made of a paper. We call it ER paper. And this paper is very good for heat and moisture transfer from exhaust air to fresh air. And because it's made of paper, it is also has a feature of anti-flame and anti-reduction, or antibacterial. And the prey distance, I mean the corrosion, the wave corrosion is, the heat is 2 to 3.5 mm.
Yes, and that's very good. So another type, Tom, please show me the picture. And so here in this picture, you can find the heat pipe, heat recovery coil. And when the heating when one end of the heating coil, the coil is heating, and then the liquid refrigerant inside will absorb the heat and evaporate, and the steam flow to another end of the pipe by pressure difference. The steam will meet the cool air here and release heat and condense back into liquid. And the liquid refrigerant will flow back to the evaporate end. So this is the circuit, how to play the heat recovery from high temperature ends to low temperature ends constantly. And we have several key features for this one. So the first one is the low air
liquid
resistance.
Yes.
Less condensing water and anti-corrosion for copper pipe and hydroelectric aluminum fin.
Yes.
And the number 2 is no air leakage and cross-contamination, because the exhaust side and the supply side is totally separate. And number 3, it is free of maintenance, so we don't need any maintenance work for this one. Yes,
about the low free maintenance, I'm going to introduce is another air-to-air heat exchanger. We call the liquid heat exchanger. And actually, this liquid heat exchanger is just like 2 coil, which is connected with the pipe, water pipe, and with a pump to pump it from the one side to the other side. At the inside of the pump, there is a liquid water. We call the liquid glycol air-to-air heat exchanger. So these 2 coils can be totally separate. They can be, one is, for example, one can have in the ground floor, and the second one can be on the 3rd or 4th floor.
Ah, that's very flexible.
Yes. So it can be very flexible. And the key feature for this liquid heat exchanger is the fresh air and the exhaust air. They are not in the same direction, and there's no cross-contamination, zero cross-contamination. And the fresh air and the exhaust air system are not limited. I mean, one can on the ground floor, the other one can on the rooftop. And finally, is the surface of the heat recovery heat exchanger is coated with organic resistance, and which is anti-bacterial.
Oh, so I guess this unit will be very suitable for the hospital, is it?
Yeah.
Because in the hospital, I found that they will set one glycol coil to one end of the building, and another one on the other end. So that is a very long distance, right?
Yes. As long as you have a water pump, you can pump from one side to the other side. Yes. Okay. So the above is for the flow type DX coil of AHU, the indoor unit. And for the outdoor units, they are all condensing units. And please also allow us to first present what specifications they have here. For the outdoor units, we can have 10, 12, 15, and 18 the horsepower. I mean, the outdoor units, which is the single unit. And for the above 18 horsepower, there will be multiple condensing units. The cooling capacity can be 102 kilowatts to 420 kilowatts as a combination. So the air-to-air heat recovery AHU with DX Coil, it would be a very good idea to most of the space. For example, for the industrial use, such as industrial factory, like goods manufacturers factory, which they request to have with very high requirements of indoor air, temperature, and cleanness. So normally people will introduce fresh air from outside and then cooled by the air conditioner and then sent into the door. But if in this case, a lot of exhaust air would be just sucked out directly to the outdoor, and a lot of energy consumption on the indoor air conditioner would be waste. So we can use this air-to-air heat recovery AHU to recover the indoor cool air from the supply air, from the fresh air, to pre-cool the fresh air. And but it's not enough for this pre-cool. For example, when outdoor is 35 degrees and the indoor is 25 degrees, but after heat recovery, the supply air can be something around 28 degrees. But this 28 degrees is not enough for the supply air of the industrial factory. So customer need to have air condition of this 28 degree. And at this time, a DX Coil inside of these AHU and the condensing units can be solve this problem. So the DX Coil can reduce from 28 to 25 or 23, even low as 23. So can introduce this air into the factory to make the whole production process meet the requirement.
So, wow, that sounds a very good idea and solution for the industrial factory.
Yes. So, okay, so let's have the final one is the rooftop unit.
Oh, that's a good item.
Rooftop unit is new developing the items for our Holtop last year and late of 2020 of last year. Rooftop air conditioner is the middle size of AC equipment. This combines function of HVAC, cooling, heating, and air ventilation, etc. And it contains all components of compressor, evaporator, condenser, and valve, or thermal valve, or electric valves, etc. It's everything combined in its one unit. So it's called a package unit. Package unit rooftop is usually installed on the roof deck in the commercial application. Holtop rooftop adopt industrial refrigerant R41A screw compressor with stable operations performance. There are a lot of advantages for the key feature of the Holtop rooftop unit, I believe. Here we'd like to focus on the feature of for project installation.
Yes, and as you know, in these 2 years, we've been receiving so many inquiries for the package unit. So finally, our new product package unit comes out. So I'm going to introduce the key advantage of this system. So first one is the simplified system and lower investment. So rooftop package unit also asks for neither chilled water system nor cooling water system, which can save the cost of the circulation pump and cooling tower and some other relevant equipment in this system.
Yes.
So cutting down the total investment and maintenance cost on HVAC system to a great extent.
Yeah. So it is compact design, easy and flexible installation, and also low footprint. Users' requirements on installation is fully considered. The unit is adopts compact design concept that's integrating with indoor units and outdoor units. Compact design concept, so there is no additional refrigerant pipe connection and waiting job at the project site. And it is safe and easy to delivery and installation. Package units could be placed outdoor on the ground or on the rooftop. No required machine room or outdoor space for housing the packaged unit. Only a few works for power, power cable connection,
Yes.
Control wiring connection, and the ducting connection. That is all. Yes.
Wow, that is. I believe that it is a very attractive point for our customer.
Yes.
And the next one is the corrosion resistant, excellent weather condition acclimatization. This unit is a structural components are powder coated for anti-corrosion and high strength thermal insulated framework, double skin PU sandwich panel, and a weatherproof structure designed particularly for the outdoor installation.
Yeah.
They are all ensuring its excellent adaptation to various of climate conditions in different areas and countries.
Yeah.
So we also have a large range of the capacity for choice. Our cooling capacity could be from 50 kilowatts to 168 kilowatts. And the ventilation units airflow could be from 11,000 cmh to 34,000 cmh.
Yeah. Okay, so it is a very wide range in terms of cooling capacity and airflow.
Yes.
And what's more, the final important things is all these cooling capacity and airflow is just for standard. And what we can offer is the customized type. Rooftop package units, the specification and the functions sections can be designed and manufacturing according to the specific project. For example, a high external static pressure is available for long distance ducting ventilations to guarantee the sufficient air to each of the corner of the room. And optional sections such as a humidifier and the electric filter or electric heating is also can be put into the rooftop unit. So to this case, we can satisfy most of the project's needs. Yes.
Yes, I believe that the customization is very important for the project. I believe that.
Yeah. So the package units can be applied into various fields such as railway station, the industrial plants, and Holtop rooftop is best price, best choice for any place where required minimum indoor noise and installation cost.
Hi, my friends. So we are talking about the Holtop direct expansion DX Coil split type, the handling units and the package units.
Yes.
And as well as the, some other relevant products and devices. So they are all good items in terms of performance.
Yeah.
And in order to help you better understand their key features, we would like to summarize their commanding features here. And Tom, please show me the pictures. And as you can see in this picture, this is the
outdoor unit.
The internal design of the outdoor units. And first, we can find a low RPM, high efficiency, 2-speed motor. Yeah. And the second one is the hermetically sealed scroll compressor, and as well as a rubber cushion, especially for this compressor. Yes. And number 4, we have the new Vortex streamlined fan blade for the that is the cooling fan.
Yes.
Yes.
Cooling condensing fan.
And we also have the large diameter discharge grill, low noise and wind guide design, and airflow stream the simulation. Yeah. And as well as the optimized design for the pipeline damping fixed in place to avoid the vibration noise and to reduce the refrigerant flow noise.
Yes, because in the outdoor units will be a shipping after the production, so it will be shaken on the road. So we have to make some fix items on the cooper pipe and the components of the the valve.
Yes. So you mean that it shall be have a good protection itself.
Yes. Okay, so as you see, these outdoor units there is the outdoor units. It is a big items outside, and it is a condensing units. So for the condensing units, we design this the internal of coil is U type. The U type internal coil. The cutting edge designs of heat exchanger coil is to provide extremely high efficiency. You know, the three-side U type heat exchanger is makes effective use of the fan flow and full expands the heat transfer areas and make it effective use of greatly improves the heat transfer efficiency without increasing the unit size. Yeah, it is a compact size. And diameter of, I mean the Cooper pipe of this inside of this coil, the diameter is 7.94 Cooper pipe. Compared to the traditional one, it is just 7 points. So to this point, the size of the Cooper is big to have more efficiency to heat recovery or heat exchange. Okay, so so this is all for the U-type coil.
Yes, and so Holtop outdoor condensing units, we use the diameter of 7.94 with internal flat tube fin structure to regulate the heat transfer coefficient, which has the best performance of heat exchange and defrosting. It increases about 27% of the performance compared to the traditional tube fin structure.
Yes, and the Cooper, it is inside a screw type. Compared to the traditional one, it's just shoes panel of the inside the tube. This inside the screws Cooper tube can make this more space for the refrigerant to the coil connection, and to this way it can also improve the heat exchange between the refrigerant and the air.
Yes, it is increasing its internal area for the heat exchange.
Yes.
Yes. And we have another advantage of this product, and that is we use the 2-in-1 refrigerant confluent technology. The refrigerant flow speed inside the coil matters a lot with the heat exchange efficiency.
Yes.
Yes. So during the heat exchange process, the refrigerant will condense and its volume and become smaller, and its flow speed will be slowed down. The heat exchange efficiency will come lower. So with the 2-in-1 new technology, the refrigerant speed inside will be kept always high, and the efficiency will be kept always high.
Yes. So this is for the outdoor condensing units, the fin, the tube, and then the next one is the control. Holtop's condensing units is equipped with new technology. We call it HMI, the controller, with SMD technology to get a stable performance. And intelligent defrosting, the logistic will be correct values of data during the outdoor condensing operation when at a low temperature.
Yes, as I know that the control system will be very important for direct expansion system, because the direct expansion system is a very sensitive system that it needs a lot of care.
Yes, you know, we have a high pressure alarm and full defrost phase protection. And the most important thing is the refrigerant we use for this DX coil is eco refrigerant R40-110A.
Yes. That is the environmental protection, the refrigerants.
Yes.
That's very good. And for this unit, we have another advantage. That is we have the wide range of operation condition. Holtop condensing unit is able to provide cooling at outdoor condition about 15 centigrade to 43 centigrade.
Yes.
That is fitting the need of most of the area in the world.
Yes.
And to satisfy most of the area and need, and then some certain special application, that asking for cooling, even when the outdoor temperature is already down to 15 centigrade.
Yes.
And they in this case, they also need cooling inside. And it can provide heating even the outdoor condition is as low as minus 10 centigrade. Helps solve the heating requirement in extreme weather condition.
Yes, no matter in the extremely as low as the minus 10, it can still working. Okay, so Holtop price. We have shared with you the DX, Holtop DX Coil AHU for ceiling, for the floor type and the roof type. So they have their own feature to suit different projects. And if you have any inquiry or any project, they are going to use the DX AHU, and you are welcome to send us inquiry or leave us a message. Our team are going to answer you and give you a solution.
Yes, so this is what I would like to show you today, and it is our honor to have you here to enjoy our presentation. I hope you like it. And at last, I would like to bring a good news within the Alibaba March Expo event. We will give additional discount for all the orders in March. So don't miss this chance.
Yes.
And here we would like to we just collect some query from our audience. So let's check it one by one. Okay. So number question 1. I asked for package unit from other suppliers, but they were just providing the standardized items. So do you Holtop provide customized design for your package unit, Danny?
Yes, just as our introduction in previously, we have a standard type.
Yes.
Normally, most of the manufacturers' factory, they have a standard type in order to cut out the cost. But in terms of the specific project application, we can also provide the non-standard, I mean the customized type. And of course, we need the customer to let us know some key data to make a selection, such as the room size, the room type, what kinds of the room, and what is the target indoor temperature and humidity, and maximum the outdoor temperature and minimum outdoor temperature, so that we can come up with a solution. Okay.
Yes, as I said just now, customization is very important to our customer.
Yes.
Okay, so question number 2. So there was a friend asking, I want a direct expansion air handling system, but I also want to have heat recovery in this system. So do you Holtop provide such solution? So what do you recommend?
Yeah, air-to-air heat recovery. Heat recovery is our core technology of Holtop. We have such of equipment or production is over 2 decades. So we have very strong power or strong items for the air-to-air heat recovery. Regarding for the office, it is a very good idea to use heat recovery items, because there's a lot of people working in the office. People need to have clean, fresh air. But since the indoor we have air conditioner, you got to have air-to-air heat recovery devices to reduce the energy consumption of the air conditioner. And for office, we normally recommend the ceiling type and plate heat exchanger. And this would be a nice solution. But of course, we need to know the specific project information of the project. So please leave us an inquiry or send us an inquiry via the email, so that our team can have a track and come back to you. Okay?
Yes, my friend. So if you have such a project, you can leave us a message. Because as you can see that our office, we designed the AHU system in our office ourselves, and then we use heat recovery products, and we use direct expansion units as a combination solution. And so question number 3. And I am from Sri Lanka, and I'm looking for rooftop units for our production room. So it seems like a factory, and the air inside should be clean and with good temperature control. So what do you suggest?
Okay, first of all, thank you. This is Sri Lanka's frame inquiry. For factory, Actually, we need to, first of all, we need to make clear what kinds of factory the customer are going to produce. For example, for the pharmaceutical room, it should be built as a clean room, as according to the GMP. So we need to get the room's plan CAD drawing and calculate what kinds of the airflow for this room, and then we need to design some ducting work for the whole building and make sure the air is enough to delivery from the AHU to each of the corner. And second, we need to calculate the cooling capacity of the fresh air, because as I know in Sri Lanka the fresh air temperature is high, so I believe that the customer need to have air conditioner to treat the fresh air before they send it to the room. So and DX Coil air handling, DX Coil and the condensing units, I think it would be the good solution for it. And okay, so we hope this friend can share with us some more information of this project, and I'm sure our team will give you a satisfied answer.
So yes, and so if you have such a project or don't remember, don't forget to send us the information about the projects.
Yes.
So a lot of questions, but I'm afraid that I have to end up with my show now. So anyway, we have our sales team will be always waiting there, and online service will be always available.
Yeah.
And in the coming few days, we will keep giving more live shows about our products and service. So stay tuned and see you later.
Okay, see you later. But keep remember to watch our live show and get our March export discount campaign.
Yes, that's very important.
That's very important. And get a good price, get the good items, and you are welcome to see.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.